Live from the Hive here, SAR Hockey and Alex Levy.
Joey Trapper, and we're going to be joined soon by other SAR superstar Kobe Lindenbaum of the varsity team. So Alex, this is obviously a good JV matchup between two teams fighting for playoff spots in the Western Division of the Yeshiva League Hockey. What do you expect?
Well, I got the privilege of seeing these two teams play the first time. First game of the season in Frisch, SAR with a very hard-fought game. Game wound up in a tie. Now, Frisch is an interesting team. They're very small, as you see. They've got one big defenseman, Bobo Borenstein. He's a phenomenal player. They've got their captain, Bromberg. I know him from last year. He's a very good player. SAR, on the other hand, we're in a similar situation with the big guy on D, Ethan Marome. He started playing floor hockey this year. Great ice player, but he's been an absolute stud for this Sting team.
Well, look out for those players. A little late today as Frisch couldn't make it on time.
So, Chopper, gotta ask you. First goal in this game, who do you think is going to get it? SAR, Frisch, and what player?
If I get this right, I'm going to gotta go SAR.
Of course.
Let's say, would it be bold to say Solly Tuckman?
Solly Tuckman.
I want it.
You know, I like Lewis. I like Solly. I even like Ezra Tuckman, their beloved father, who I've gone on many journeys with to ice hockey tournaments. But I got to go this one and say it is going to be Boaz Khan with the first goal for this thing. You know, a lot of these Frisch freshmen have not played hockey in this rink, so it's going to be interesting. Starting for Frisch, Aiden Einhorn, Weinberger, let's see, Isaac Golden and Bobo Borenstein, and Marome, Fenster, Block, and Khan for SAR. We have great refs here tonight. Schmuley's a legendary Yeshiva League hockey ref, so if you're complaining about calls, you're probably wrong. And Schmuley with his known famous face-off drops. Won by the Cougars, but Fenster plays it into the zone. Battling in the corner with Golden. Spins out, Fenster can't get a shot away. Einhorn clears. Block goes to get it behind the net. Block fails a clear, kept in by Golden. Einhorn dances, gives the ball up to Weinberger. Kahn chasing after it. Kahn with a little push on Borenstein. They're fighting hard. Oh, that's a penalty on Frisch. And they blow the whistle. Borenstein's going to the box for two.
A holding on 71 Borenstein.
Welcome, Kobe Lindenbaum, another stud of the SAR varsity
Thank you, Joe.
floor hockey team. So I asked Alex the same question, but what are you looking for in this game?
So I really want to see SR utilize the home court advantage. It's very important in the first period to come out strong, wrap the balls around the boards, know where the puck's going, versus the other team being maybe possibly a little bit confused.
I apologize for the Bobo Borenstein penalty call before. The penalty was actually on Boaz Khan. So SAR is on the kill. Borenstein the shot. Wide. Marome gets it. Backhand floats it out. Good save by Fishkin.
Captain Bromberg bringing up the puck. Throws a shot on net, blocked by Marome.
They've got Bromberg and Borenstein up top, so the two big threats are at the points here. See how that works. And another good clear by SAR. Frisch has not been able to settle it. Fenster.
It's Fenster on the check.
Frisch dumps it back down. Behind SAR's net, Waxman fails a clear shot, goes wide.
Of course, with the smaller rink, it seems like it's a little bit quicker getting up and down than Frisch might be used to.
Yeah, again, a lot of the... Oh! And that one almost trickled in, but...
Kept in at the point by Bromberg, who turns and throws a shot, which is blocked by Marone to the side.
Marome fighting in the corner for it. Oh, I'm sorry, that's actually Waxman. And a hand pass is called. That faceoff will be out of the SAR zone.
Some changes for SAR as they put Blum to chase and block back on D with Marome.
We saw a nice kick save there from Gazal. Either of you guys, what are you expecting from Gazal tonight as the inexperienced goalie in one of his first real tests as that shot goes wide?
Well, I think Gazal really just needs to control his rebounds. You know, we can trust him to make the save. It's just about whether or not he pushes the save to the corner where it's safe or allows a rebound in the middle, but we'll see.
As
And-
Nathan Blum clears it and almost gets an opportunity, but that's stymied by Bromberg.
Bromberg
Ten-
throws it on net.
clears.
Gonzalez holds it.
10 remaining, 8 seconds, remaining on the Frisch power play.
Yeah, that was not a good power play for Frisch. SAR started off with a bad penalty, but made it up with the PK. Now they get the even strength. Maybe they can build something off that PK.
Here comes Fenster back on to chase again, along with the defenseman.
Block against
and
Einhorn on the drop. And it's won back by Block. Marome throws it around the boards. Frisch doesn't know how to play the boards, and that one goes all the way around.
So that's really important. You see that Frisch is chasing the ball, and the SR player already knew where it was and got a good little forecheck there. So you got to keep on doing that, keep on wrapping around the boards.
And Kahn clears it out, and
Great clear
Fenster
by
will
Kahn.
chase. But Frisch easily gets it out. And then Kahn tries to tip it forward, but hits it out of play. So 9:40 left. It's been pretty much all Frisch so far. Gonzalez held his own. The PKs held their own. Let's see. Sam Froman, freshman sensation from Englewood, New Jersey, steps on the court. And SAR wins that draw and clears it down on net. Paddleboarded away by Fishkin.
Hilbert with the clear down to Gonzalez, who pushes to the side for his defenseman, who flips around the boards. That's Waxman fighting for it, but it gets knocked back in by the defenseman of Frisch, of Hilbert.
It's Einhorn in the corner. Bats it to the middle, but nobody's there. But he gets it back. Turnaround shot. That one goes wide. Not a lot of shots on net here for Frisch. They've really got to work on that. SAR cannot get the ball out, though. They are being dominated by the Cougars.
Waxman holding against the boards.
Yeah, a bit of a nice irony that the minute the power play ends, Frisch offense comes alive and the SAR cannot clear.
True. There's a clear by Renan Waxman. That's Froman on the chase. Bromberg, backhand clear. It's a pretty clear there.
Ooh.
And Gazal with the cover.
Gazal struggled a little bit with that one, but was able to get the job done. Get changes. Face off to his right. Marome and Morgenstern on the drop. Morgenstern wins it into the corner.
Nice
Is there-
backhand clear by Boaz Khan.
And
Frisch
that's a
goalie
bounce
Fishkin
that
plays it.
Fishkin has never played. That just hit right off the back wall and went right in front of him.
It's very unusual for a away goalie to come into the rink and then see a puck to the corner come back directly to the middle. And
You'll see stud Henry Cole play that like he was meant to play it, but other guys can't do that. And
they're going to call a penalty on Golden, number 36 of Frisch.
Golden got the hook on Khan. SAR is going to run their Panton 3 cross power play with Fenster, Marome, Khan, and Blum. You know, Blum, you guys see on the screen, Blum's a small guy, probably the smallest guy in the court. He plays bigger than anyone else on the court every minute he's on.
You're going to see him in the middle on this power play, lifting some sticks, getting his body in front, making sure that that cross pass is allowed through.
Shot by Marome.
Easy tip in.
That one gets blocked. And it gets under Fishkin, pop loose, but the whistle was blown. You know, Kobe, that reminded me of a play back in our freshman year against Frisch when someone took a shot from the dot right in front of us and just trickled through and no whistle was called. So it's important to know that they're going to be blowing whistles quickly today because that one definitely looked like the goalie didn't have it, and it showed after it popped out right in front of him.
Blum with the puck popping out in the middle. Puck is up in the air. He can't see it. And Morgenstein knocks it out with Marome getting back on the chase.
Marome in the corner.
So interesting to look out for Marome,
Ooh.
especially regular 4-on-4, pinching in and trying to get some offense created from the point. Saw it on the play right before the power play, and he obviously on the power play did it again.
Definitely true. No matter where Marome is on the court, he's always a threat, whether he's cheating it offensively or taking that big slapper that we all know he has.
And
that
Blum
was
takes a hit, and
supporting.
Bromberg is going to the box. He does not like it. Let's see a replay of that one.
Looks like Blum took a big shot there, but got right up.
Blum, I told you, is the toughest guy. He's going to sucker him in. We have a 4-on-2. You don't see this in ice hockey. People say this isn't real hockey. This is the realest hockey you'll ever see. This is so much more entertaining than real hockey.
You really want to see SR not only come away with pressure here, but it's almost a must-score situation. Great to get off to a 1-0 lead.
It's going to be 46 seconds of a two-man advantage here.
SAR is going to try to feed their points. They have 2 of the biggest shots in this league on the point, but Frisch is able to clear right off the bat.
And the most room you'll ever see in this SAR rink during a 4-on-4 game.
And they're really not playing it right now. They're running 3 across still. They should be running a box. He's got time. He's got to understand that he has more time than that as he turns it over.
Nice move by.
This is not looking good for SARs. There's only 20 seconds left. They have not been able to utilize this.
SAR's really got to set up at least one nice setup play.
18 is Sam Weinberger, who was a prodigy at Westchester Day School before switching to ball. But I guess he went back for high school.
A nice block shot.
He's got to get that ball over to Marome. His point man is wide open.
It's now back to 4-on-3 as Frisch, number 36, enters the court again.
And that was just poor performance from the SAR power play. They couldn't get anything started. Coach Noah Falkenstein does not look so happy, and they're going to have to talk about that one in the first intermission.
Still 38 seconds left on the one-man advantage. Hopefully you can see them set up a nice, smooth one-pass play and tap in a goal and get up to a 1-0 lead.
Frisch is usually known for running a lot of lines, Kobe. I have seen the same 8 players out for most of this game. Something very interesting to watch.
Quite interesting. You think these people would be conditioned for a smaller court, usually playing in a big court, but Frisch coach clearly has some different ideas. A great backhand pass, but Froman's not there with his stick down to put it in.
And a good clear by the Frisch defenseman, Hilbert, I believe that was. Marone bring it up, and he loses it, and Frisch clears it back in, and Gazal has to cover. 17 seconds left. SAR's power play looking worse by the second.
Only 17 left, and I'm not sure if they've had a shot on this power play. Just a little bit of maybe that one at the beginning of the slap shot, but other than that, it's really been a lot of running, chasing, and not a lot of control.
Yeah, this game has not looked so pretty so far. Ooh, and that Frisch point shot. I don't think Gazal saw that one. As Waxman brings it up, he passed it across. Lerman, I believe this is the first time we're seeing him today. And delayed offsides, but they should take that. They're giving Hilbert too much time. Hilbert just sends it down. SAR got a little lucky there. And we are back to even strength.
This Mellon-Lerman line is one of their big hustle lines. You're always going to see them getting their sticks on pucks, always never giving up on the play, chasing from behind.
And you'll notice something interesting. Mel has a form of a do-rag on, and it's gotten a lot of attention from a lot of the parents, fans, varsity players, etc. And I think everyone loves it. He has just a blue do-rag on the back of his helmet. He says it's for sweat, and it's amazing.
I think we can all agree it's pretty much a great look, and he really pulls it off, and, good for him.
Face off deep in the Frisch zone. Won by Frisch, cleared by Frisch. Block back to get it.
Trump knocks that clear down. A backhand spinning shot by Rothenberg. A good idea, but just didn't get the shot on net.
And that shot goes wide in front of the net. SAR is able to get possession and send it the other way.
Good job of wrapping it around the boards there.
It's out of the zone.
It seems that if Frisch could just get a few more shots on net, they'd already be leading in this one.
Ooh, and a fortunate SAR bounce as that shot deflected off Golden and out of play. That faceoff will be deep in the Frisch zone.
I couldn't agree more with what Joey just said. I want to restate it that really Frisch is getting these chances with not even quality shots. So if I was Frisch, I'd really just look to throw everything on net right now. Have SAR back on their heels. Maybe find one trickle in or jam one in.
No, Gazal is a big goalie, and I would say he hasn't moved so much. And there's a lot of shots he looks like he hasn't even moved for and hasn't seen. He's kind of just jumping into the butterfly position immediately. So Frisch has got to pour it from every angle. And SAR's got to do the same to Frisch. They have not tested out this goalie. I've never seen this goalie. I think he's probably pretty good, as Gazal makes a phenomenal save. And, yeah, both teams just got to keep shooting the ball. Still in front of SR's net. Borency keeps it in. Pass.
That's great pressure from Frisch. And a shot just deflected by Marome.
Yeah, it was a great block by Marome because the Frisch player spun, and it looked like he was beat, but he managed to wheel the stick around just in time.
Frisch has really just dominated this game thus far. They took 2 bad penalties, but they've controlled the tempo, the game. They have more shots. As Blum gets a nice opportunity. Saved by Fishkin. Poke loose.
Great play by Calker.
Blum by the news. He's got it at the point, and he whiffs on it. Morris was in the right position, just couldn't connect with the ball as it flips up in front of Gazal, and he
great
gets square
save.
in front of it.
Morris really whiffed there on what would have been SAR's probably their best opportunity of yet in the game. They got to be shaking their heads at that one on the bench.
Yeah, that one didn't look too pretty.
That's one that he probably wishes he could have back. You know, no one in front, time, a slap shot, something rare that you don't always get on 4-on-4 hockey. He's a big kid. He probably could put some power on that. Maybe put that upstairs and give SAR that lead.
You know, SAR only has 2 losses, 1 tie, and I think they look a little better than Frisch. I'm a little biased because I go to the school, but Frisch completely dominated this period. They completely won. Still 4 minutes left. A lot can happen, but Frisch is going to go into the locker room if this stays the same, and they're going to be very happy. And the SAR guys just don't look like they're moving as Kazal has to paddle that one away.
As someone who played in the rink many games, it's really key, like I said at the beginning of this, to come out fast. You know, the more the game goes on, the more the team's going to get comfortable with the rink, something that they're really not comfortable with in the beginning. And if I'm SAR, I'm finding it somewhere in me to get juiced up real quick and hopefully put 1 or even 2 in before the end of this first period.
And that's something the goalie's got to be a little more worried about, as that ball can easily pop on his back and go in. Henry always tries to duck or like go into the net a little bit. So I'd love to see Gazal do that a little more.
It also looks like Frisch is winning most of the battles along the boards, and that is something that is very important in this rink. So it's something that SAR should probably try to fix
That
quickly.
shot saved by the... Tried to go through the 5-hole. You know, Frisch looks
down.
a little more physical also. So it's tough to see SAR getting a little bullied as they look like the bigger team.
Good idea before they on the offensive play by Block throwing into the middle, but no one was there to jam it home. And now Frisch back in the zone, and Hilbert whiffs at it. And you see Calker there hustling his way into the corner and getting there, getting the positioning. And there you see Blum, another small guy. This two-man small line seems to be doing
He tried
a lot
to get
of
it through
trouble.
his legs, though, and he was a little too fancy. Oh! And
An impressive shot by Trump, who went top right.
that shot came out of Scarsdale, New York. I have to say that is one of my personal prodigies in the youth program at Scarsdale, New York, Simon Trump. I'm very, very happy to see that Frisch got on the board, but more that Scarsdale is being represented. Frisch gets the 1-0 lead. Scarsdale's happy. Let's see if SAR could come back from that one. Marome hands it away. Borenstein. Shot goes behind the net. Marome brings it up.
And here's what we talked about, Marone with the offensive pressure, flipping it all the way deep, but a good play. The puck moves out to the middle.
Blum's got to fire that. You know, Frisch seems to be doing the most important thing to do in the rink, which SAR coaches will tell you to do every second of your life, is you get across half court, shoot the ball. The rink is small to go in. Frisch is doing that every time they bring it up. SAR, I don't think we've seen it once.
Once you're near that half court line, you really got to just throw it on net. Hopefully it has a bounce, a rebound, and then hustle your focus off there to get there as fast as you can and put one in.
That was perfectly worded. As the ball is in the corner,
Bit of confusion there for both teams.
Kasai fighting for it. He hits it towards the middle. It's deflected away. Lerman goes for the stick lift. Can't get the ball away. And then
Mel uses his hands. An
there's,
interesting play.
Bobo.
Definitely a smart play if he's trying to avoid the 2-on-1.
You know, Marome's got that snapshot. He's really got to try to get these on net as he winds up there, but it gets blocked. The wind-up isn't working in the rink.
Oh.
And he fans on that one. It goes behind.
Out the cover.
Oh.
You know, SR has a minute 28 here to try getting some, not necessarily even a goal, but just regain some of that confidence going into the second period, get some chances, get Frisch nervous. You know, right now Frisch is really controlling the tempo. They're leading in shots, leading in chances. You know, if I'm SAR, finish this period strong and start looking forward to finding that first goal.
You know, they've been dominated this period. They have to get out of this one down no more than 1-0. If Frisch scores again, this is going to be, you know, Frisch is always a good team, and it is very hard to come back from 2-0 against them.
You know, that was a great steal by Lerman, but then he got a little too calm with the puck there, and it was stripped.
Bromberg just took it from him.
You know, both teams are playing the double chase, but Frisch is the only one that's chasing hard. That's a nice pass across the line as Lerman gets bodied by Bromberg.
Good
and
stick lift by
Bromberg
Lerman, but
steals.
Bromberg keeps on going with his back and a nice play and turns up court and throws a shot on it, which goes down, knocks to the side cleanly.
That was a perfect play by Bromberg. That one hits the ref.
Hit the ref.
As a player, there's nothing more that you hate than when you think you have a clear done after maybe a tiring play in your defensive area and you just see the ref there and it hits off the ref.
Oh, and semi 2-1 is.
One was wide open there in the middle. If he could just get it by the defenseman,
Lerman just couldn't find the puck.
That defenseman had other plans, though.
It was a semi breakaway if it got through. Instead, Gonzalez going to cover.
26.7 left. Frisch up 1-0.
If I'm SAO here, I'm putting in Kahn and Fenster to try finishing out the period strong.
We haven't actually seen that line as much as most Yeshiva League JV hockey enthusiasts probably thought we would have.
We saw him to start the period, but since then I saw Boaz take a couple defensive shifts, but I have not seen that pairing together on the court yet.
You know, Boaz was a defenseman last year. Oh, as Mel, who's usually known for his do-rag, but there got known for
A little
getting
extracurricular play.
Getting a little too close to the goalie.
Quickly apologizes. It's nice to see that.
You love to see that.
We're
You know,
all
sometimes the
bent
defenseman
Torahs.
pushes a little. He's innocent until guilty.
Cleared out by Einhorn. Frisch throws a shot on net, but it's wide. Einhorn regains control, backing his man down close to the net, spins forehand, and throws a puck to the middle, but no one is there to receive it.
It was a great attempt, though, as there was a cutting Frisch player. Just got right through.
That's
the first period.
That's the end of the first period. We are going to go to break. In between one of the periods, we don't think it'll be this one, we're going to get an interview with famous head coach Noah Falkenstein. So if it's here, just stay on with us for a little bit. No, we're not going to get an interview with Noah Falkenstein, so we're going to take a quick break. It's been a pleasure going through one. I'll see you for two more.
Oh, this is quite interesting, actually.
What was that? Na 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 na.
Back here, second period in the Hive.
Live from the Hive.
Yes, sir. Joey Chopper, Kobe Lindenbaum, myself,
Alex
Alex Levy. Yeah, he knows my name.
So,
As the famous Scarsdale legend, Steen, appears to the booth.
obviously, after that rough first period, SAR went into the classrooms behind the court. Obviously, looking for a much better second, as initially off the faceoff, it's hit out by block, and that'll go into the SAR zone.
You know, interesting little thing we mentioned there that we hadn't seen the fence their con line, and we were notified in intermission by senior captain Lewis Tuckman that their line was being spoken to on the bench there, and that was the reason where we didn't see them for a little bit.
You know, the power play wasn't so good, but these two are superstars, and I'm calling a goal out of them tonight. I got to do it.
As that one goes into the corner, and two Frisch players converge, and Einhorn manages to steal it, and it does not get out. More battling, and it stays in again, but this time SAR is able to clear. Khan with a move.
Oh, and he got tripped up there.
Got tripped up, no call,
The
and
SAR parents
Einhorn.
are freaking out about that one.
That was a
Einhorn
very
does not
pretty
clear.
move by Khan, who keeps it in
Khan
and finds another
shot.
shot, which deflected to the corner.
You know,
Golden
I've
takes it
actually
around.
heard people call Khan the sauce god, which people don't know is
Maroon with the
it's a good term.
Maroon with the keep in, but it got blocked, and block has to clear. He gets it up to Fenster, who's on now with Khan, so there you go. And it's Khan behind the net, and into the corner, and it's cleared,
Ooh,
and a trip there.
That's an easy call for a ref to make.
Sam Weinberger got tripped up by block.
It's not necessarily intentional, but when the stick gets caught on the feet like that and the player goes down, a ref's not going to miss.
So Frisch is going to get a power play here. We'll see if they can run it a little bit better than SAR ran theirs in the first. It's a minute 30 that SAR has to kill. Otherwise, they go down by 2.
On the power play for Frisch, we see Rothenberg and Trump playing the forwards, and Bornstein and Bromberg as the defensemen, and the same starting penalty kill for SAR, Marome, Waxman as the defenseman, and Blum on the chase.
And you know,
Blum gets it out.
I think there's going to be Gonzalez's test right here.
Ooh, big shot by Blum.
A
Gets
nice
saved.
play by Blum, who brings it to behind the net to kill some time.
A shot.
Big
Goes
shot by
high and
Bornstein,
wide. Oh, Borenstein just manhandles Blum.
Bromberg with the shot. Sails wide. Bobo, backhander up. Shot off the post. Oh, my, the stinging.
Ooh,
This
nice
sting
pass
night
across.
is getting crazy. Pass through the crease. Borenstein tries to tip it in front. Pokes it out. Waxman tries to clear.
Puck leaks
Bromberg
out, kept
gets it.
in by Bromberg, who takes a little hit, but no
Bromberg
call.
behind the net.
I
and
think
a
the
big
Waxman
hit.
mentality is to never stop running, and he really fulfilled that there.
Maroon in the corner trying to get it. Blum misses on the clear, and it looks like Waxman
a
will get it out. A
terrible
shot
pass.
on net.
Rothenberg tried poking
Frisch
the puck
right
out.
back. Will
2-on-1.
Trump's shot is blocked by Waxman.
Great play by Marome there on
Trump
the
gets
block
it back.
shot.
He gets converged by 2. Nice
A great
pass to the
pass.
point, and a blocked shot.
SR really
Backhander,
blocking a couple shots here, which is huge
And
on the
it's
power play, and a
blocked,
nice play by
and
Fenton, who
it's
knocks
out.
it out of the zone. Now time on the play and a shot.
Slapper by
Good
Maroon
shot
is
by Maroon.
saved by Fishkin.
And that's a classic Frisch mistake in the rink. They try to do that pass behind the net. They don't realize they're boards. It won't work like that. And they sail it right in front of their goalie, leave him out to dry.
Maroon clears as Frisch was offsides. That one settles for Trump, who cannot tee up a shot, and it goes to the corner. Maroon fires around, and it does get out.
Hops over the stick of Bobo Borenstein.
That one
Bromberg.
is cleared down by Frisch, who are not on the power play any longer. So SAR does get the kill there.
As
A little bit lucky with a couple of nice saves and a post.
we're 3 minutes in. Power play. It's over. And that time we saw Gonzalo really get tested. And he lived up to it. He got a little help from his best friend. And,
That one is in front, but it's cleared.
you know, Sam Froman is a goal-scoring machine. The kid was, when he was committing to Yeshiva League hockey schools, he was supposed to go to Frisch. Everyone had him down for a Frisch forward. And he made a very interesting call to join the SAR community after 2 of his brothers went to Frisch. So
That one is put behind the net,
it's great to have him here.
and Frisch does get the clear.
Solly Tuckman running back for it. He gets that out temporarily, but Frisch clears. Frisch keeps in.
That's put on net, and a nice save, and Morgenstern behind the net, battling with Tuckman. Tuckman does get it out, and it goes behind the net, and it's stopped by Fishkin, and a face-off.
Fishkin did have a little trouble with that. He's hasn't fully figured out these bounces, but he's still got the shutout. SAR's had very few shots on him.
So it looks like SAR is going to keep the lines. Froman, Kahn, Block, Tuckman. Face off deep in the Frisch zone.
These are actually Khan is playing with Froman now and not Fenster, which is
Meaning, no, it meant that they were still on from the previous play. As
I
Kahn has it in the corner. Froman also battling, but it goes down.
Something I just realized is if you look at Froman, he's also rocking the Mel Durag look with the little 2 bows in the back.
He actually asked me before the game if he should wear a headband, and I was all for it. Look, the headband is a risky fashion choice, but it usually turns out well. Bold is always good.
I'd like to see a little Mel Froman action later today to see both of them rocking the Durags.
And a shot wide there as it pops out in front. Frisch gains possession. Einhorn, Sam Weinberger goes for the point, but it gets knocked into the corner.
Tuckman tried wrapping it on the boards, and the
Einhorn
puck
went
came
for the
out to the middle.
wraparound. Lerman has it, and he clears down. And that one is right back out. Looks like Weinberger gets the first and a nice setup, but Einhorn gets it blocked.
Pass.
Solly Tuckman recovered, and it looked like he got a piece of it there.
That was a phenomenal pass to the little bro, Aiden Einhorn. Shout out to him. The Mishpacha, little Gabe. I've spent a lot of Shabbases with him throughout my days, and it's always a pleasure.
So now SAR is battling behind the Frisch net, looking to maintain possession as it's put out in front. Backhander gets blocked. Frisch is not able to clear as it hits, but now they do. And SAR recovers. Lerman sends it into the corner.
And this third line of SAR offense is actually grinding it out down low for a solid amount. And the top 2 lines of SAR haven't been able to do so much of that tonight.
It really goes to show you what hustle and muscle can do for no matter who you are.
Looks like Weinberger just tore his ACL, but he magically got back up.
Looks like he stepped on the ball there, not a thing you want to do, as a shot goes into the corner. Block has it, and he'll fire it down.
Finally, Frisch gets an offensive change. That was a long shift for Einhorn and his linemate, but Einhorn is actually still on the court. Now comes off for his change.
Block, a nice pass up to Blum, who fakes the shot, backhands to the middle, and it's stolen. SR gets it back, and a clear.
And we're almost at the halfway point of the second period. Some breaking news in the second period. Myself and Kobe Lindenbaum will have to leave you as we have our own game to prepare for. It's been a pleasure being here. I hope to be back with all you lovely viewers soon.
But for now, let's get back to the game as the puck is dumped into the corner and Trump and Morris fight out, and Morris wins that one.
Froman clears. Fromberg back to clear it out for Frisch, but it gets stolen by Froman. Froman battling, and it comes out. And a cover by Ghazal. Face off down near the SAR net.
You know, one quick observation as a defenseman, these Frisch guys, they're used to playing in a very big gym with very high ceilings. One of the most underrated issues with the SAR rink is that the ceiling is very low. So your backhand clears have to be harder than you normally would clear them. Because in a gym, you kind of just throw them as high as you can.
You can just loft it up and watch it go. And, you know, Bromberg got caught twice on that in the same play where he thought he had the puck out of the zone, but it was just kept in because it hit off the net.
That face-off almost goes in just wide, and that one is cleared by
Sent
Fenster.
around very well.
Golden for Frisch behind the net. Fenster ties him up. Fenster comes out with it. A shot.
And that one! Oh!
And it's a save.
Fishkin
by
They called no goal.
It looked like a save, and then he dropped it.
And I'm a little surprised more people aren't confused. You know, we haven't really talked about it tonight, but huge crowd at the Hive. Parents, family, friends.
Of course, Frisch SAR. It's a bigger rivalry
big
as it gets
rivalry.
in sports. And that one is cleared
A
all
nice
the way down.
clear by
Oh,
Edelman.
and SAR had a wide open opportunity on the backhand, but it was a nice save by Fishkin, and Ghazal sprawls out to make that one.
You know, I do think SAR Frisch is a big rivalry, but you can't talk Yeshiva League hockey without your TABC Frisch rivalry. You know, That's like Knicks Pacers in the 90s, am I right?
It's very true. I mean, two ancient teams going at it. Between DABC, DRS, Frisch, and SR, I think all those matchups every single time, game in and game out, no matter what the sport, is always a bit heated.
Yes, sir.
As Frisch gets that one into the corner, Rothenberg looks to knock off block. He keeps it somehow with 2 SAR defensemen on him, but Khan gains possession, and he clears it down on net into the corner. Khan working. He tries to go behind the net. Golden picked it off, but Fenster got in there in time.
Fenster using that back foot to just dig out the puck and gets it back on his stick. He tries throwing it down, but the defenseman got it out, and then the offenseman helped get the clear for Frisch.
So SAR behind the net looks to clear, and they do. Khan gets it.
Khan's got a great handout right there.
Over to Fenster, a shot. They
That
score!
A great play.
Yoda Fenster!
What a shot from the side, and SAR has tied it up with exactly 5
And
minutes
let's see
to go.
if we could get a replay of that beauty. Khan, backhand, saucy pass to Fenster. Fenster, bar down. That shot can be described as scrumptious, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, what a play
Oh
by
my
the two of
God.
those there. They know where each other are in the court. Khan with the puck, just leaving it perfectly in the slot for Fenster, who does everything that he can to just put it top left. And
It's
boy, does SR like
it's
that
a beauty. There's nothing else to say, Kobe. It's
Of course,
a beauty.
kudos to you for pointing out that they would score a goal today. The expert prediction has come true.
And
Thank
not long
you.
after. It didn't take too long. Great
Thank
call
you,
by my
guys.
fellow commentator.
Oh, that shot
Oh, a
from
nice
Bowman.
save by Gazal. as
Big
it hit
save
him
by
in the
Gazal.
chest.
And even
A
better
shot-
job to knock it out to the corner.
Shot from the point, and now Frisch working down low, but SAR gets it out with Khan chasing. Bromberg back. He fires, but a nice
A
block
great
by
block by Khan,
Khan looks
who
to
as he's
cancel
falling
him
to the
out.
ground, manages to keep the puck in the
Frisch
zone, but now
does
Frisch
clear.
works it out.
And Marone
Oh!
cannot clear. It's in
Oh,
what a
great
save!
save!
And it's
Gazal!
Gazal stopped it.
Oh my God!
Clears.
I'm sure you guys are going to want to see a replay
We
of
are
that.
going to get a replay of that. Mayhem in the Hivers. Khan
Oh,
dances.
2-on-1.
Khan
Khan
dances.
dances.
Backhand.
Save.
Saved by Fishkin.
And 2 players go down. Bromberg
Fishkin covers.
Bromberg looks
Replay
hurt.
of
And
Gazal.
what a save by Gazal, as we will show you that one again. And
Bromberg
you see a
is-
2-on-none.
Greatness in the Hive.
And oh, what a save out with the pad.
You know, he looked like Frisch goaltender Isaac Markovitz out there. You know, that was just a. That's SportsCenter top 10.
We see here now that the captain of Frisch is down on the court, clutching what seems to be his calf, and is taking his helmet off as the
Of
trainer.
course, Kobe, we don't.
and the Frisch coaches
We're not
come
going to
out.
speculate on any injuries
But-
here, so
but just
we'll just wish him the best.
Fans, you're watching this replay. Aiden Morgenstern had, I would say, 7 years of time to get that shot off. Put it in a good place through the 5-hole. Goalie sliding across.
Another Scarsdale native with some parents in attendance, I see.
That's true, and we're going to get another replay of that Fenster shot. Let's see it in action. Did he go short side or far side?
Far side.
Boy, he went far
He went
side.
far side. That's a
Top
really,
left
you
corner
know,
from the right side.
SAR, we actually have a dummy
Extremely.
goalie. We have a dummy goalie in the back. And I was shooting on the dummy goalie. And I was trying to shoot that exact shot. And it
like,
was real. I really struggled with it. That's a really hard shot to make. And Fenster did it in game, under pressure. That's a gorgeous goal.
What
So
I'm
good
really
news
impressed
for,
with.
good news for Frisch as Bromberg able to walk off. Hopefully
Walks.
he'll be back.
Walks on his own power. Bromberg, I've heard his nickname Bam Bam. Supposed to be a great kid. He's the leader of this Frisch squad. And we hope he's back in action soon.
Last note about that Fenster Khan goal. It's just really impressive seeing line mates really just know where the other lineman is on the court at all times. And just perfect pass.
You know, those two have gone through the whole Noah and Howie Falkenstein SAR farm system drill with the SAR Academy, FHO. And they've really gelled together as teammates.
SAR clears. Fishkin tries to play with the glove. A bit of a dangerous decision to not put the stick there. And Gazal with a nice stop.
That one shot
on
at
the
Gazal
clear.
very quickly.
Good play by Gazal, making a clean save. No one nervous. Well done by Gazal there.
So Gazal looks solid after a little bit of needing to, as Alex said earlier, maybe needing to prove himself this season. He's looked good.
I mean, maybe even, for every player, it takes time to adjust it to game time, especially for goalies. But he was really, seemed uncomfortable there in the beginning of the first, but got himself settled down. As you see, SAR struggling to get the puck out.
Oh! Saved by
Waffle
Gazal.
boarded away by Gazal.
And looks like Froman gets it out. He looks to get it, but it looks like Sam Weinberger sheds a defender, but It goes out again. Blum tries
Frisch
to
coaches
center
were
it.
looking for a call there and maybe a hook.
You know,
but
this
nothing.
Frisch
Oh.
stops it. He's got no one in front, so he goes to the point. A shot, a
Oh!
deflection goes to the corner. Nice deflection by Frisch. And they have they're 2-on-1 in the corner as they look to dig it out. Now Froman comes in to help.
Yeah,
Froman escapes. And he
Weinberger's been all
clears.
over everything tonight.
Really good hustle and muscle by
Frisch
Weinberger
behind
tonight.
the net, and Weinberger can't clear. Stopped by block. Frisch gets it back, and
Lawrence
they
St.
do
just
clear.
a one-handed backhand push for a clear. A nice, pretty play. Block gets the puck,
Puts
tries
it behind the
wrapping
net.
around,
He
but it's
almost
blocked.
loses it. Goes off the stick of Blum, and Weinberger keeps a shot. Goes wide.
And this-
Weinberger gets it again on the side.
And somebody lost a glove. Believe it.
It's block.
It is block.
And Maroon is able to clear all the way down. And it pops out for a slapper.
Ooh.
Weinberger goes high and wide.
And that's the one Gonzalez got to watch out for with off the back wall hitting his back. And all
Maroon
these
looks
guys
to
out
shake
here,
it up.
all
Makes a
these
move
guys
off.
out here look very tired.
And a whistle.
Ooh.
It changed direction off the ceiling, so we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, those who aren't familiar with the rules in the SAR hockey rink, as we're going to see a replay of Frisch's chance.
So what Frisch did there is they had a lot of passes back to the point. I believe there was 3 consecutive passes back to the point, which created high-quality, big play shots from the point.
So the rule about the ceiling in SAR is that when it's in the semicircles, if it hits the ceiling in that region, the whistle is blown. If not, play goes on.
Big draw here for SAR towards the end of the period. Don't want to give up a goal now.
Frisch
And,
making a late substitution.
So SAR will do the same. Solly Tuckman heads off.
Frisch takes off Weiss and Cohen.
Haven't seen much of them today.
Have not. That seemed like it was going to be their first shift. A nice short
A
shift.
little bit of disappointment over there as I see them smirking on the bench.
The Frisch bench looks exhausted. The SAR bench standing. They have their energy. The Frisch bench, you see guys sitting. You see guys schmoozing like it's kiddish at their shul on Shabbos. They have to get more intensity if they want to compete with this Sting powerhouse.
Shot.
And- ooh.
It squirted out in front, and they had a chance at it. Another shot, and it's blocked. So 2 straight good chances that did not reach the net for SAR.
Fenster's waiting quietly.
And
We
and
saw
it's-
Fenster waiting there for a couple of seconds with his stick down, knowing that pass was going to
And
come. And
I'm
a
not sure.
great
We didn't
blast.
announce it. We missed it. SAR power play. We definitely missed that one. I just looked at the clock. I'm sorry, viewers. But that's how you saw that cross pass very open. Yona Fenster with a golden opportunity.
A
He
great pass
couldn't
again by
convert it.
Frisch
Khan.
looks to clear, but a great play by Tuckman to
As
use one
Solly
hand.
Tuckman got a
Oh,
little.
and then a great play by Khan to
Solly
keep it in on
Tuckman
the
got a little
boards.
to slash
Maroon
there.
on the point. Fenster looks to tee it up, tries to get it across, but it's stopped.
And then he does
now
get
he
it
gets it over,
across.
but it hits the foot of Khan, and Frisch is able to clear. So
You know,
Maroon back here with the puck.
Solly Tuckman got slashed there. He's using my stick. I would really like that not to break.
well, I think you knew the risks when you lended it to him as Fenster.
Well, the
Moves
Tuckmans
down
are
into the
known for
corner.
breaking sticks.
And Frisch is able to clear, so 45 left on this power play for Frisch.
And
as they look to-
1:30 left in the
as they look
period.
to cash in before the end of this period as Yona Fenster dumps it in, quickly cleared out. That looks like Bromberg back on the court, so good to see that.
That's a nice chip.
SR is really not getting anything going on their power play, which you hate to see. The power play is a momentum shifter and a game
And this
changer.
Frisch guy,
but-
Fenster, playing the body a little too much. And
That one gets out and back down for Maroon, who looks to tee
Maroon
it up.
loads up and
He
throws
fires
one
high
deep.
and wide. He
and
needs
that
to
should
get
have
that
been
one
a whistle,
bit
but
lower.
and they call it now. 1 minute left in the period, 11 seconds left. Kobe, don't you just want to stay and broadcast this third period?
I wish this seems like it's heating up to be an even better game than it already
You
is.
know, Kobe, you were with me for the first one. You missed it when we were talking about it. The first one, do you remember that game? We were sitting on the boards in Frisch. The intensity, every moment in that game, it just had shot after shot, golden opportunity after golden opportunity.
That was an OT game, and it seems as though we might be seeing another OT game tonight if it continues at this rate.
These teams look very even matched.
SAR moves in. Blum takes it to the corner as he looks to make a move on Golden. And Golden
that
does
one popped
clear
in front for a little bit.
as the
but
power play ended. and it's cleared down, and it's stopped right in the middle.
Sam Froman's able to enter the
Froman
zone
loses
momentarily.
it, and Frisch looks to break in. They are offsides, so it looks like a whistle will be blown.
As a fan yelled, no, we're not. We like to see a little humor here at the Hive. 36 left.
So I see Kasai is on for Frisch. Have not seen too much of him either. Zachary Kasai, Frisch 10th grader. And that one is put down into the corner. Hustling to it is Morgenstern, who beats funny, it's Waxman, who's also number 27 for SAR. And it's cleared around and not out.
Just managed to kept in by Hilbert. A great play.
And could not tee it up there was Kasai, and it's out for SAR. And Khan plays with it, and he does get it deep. And that one trickles down into the corner.
7 seconds left.
Waxman tries to get out. It comes out in front, but
SAR's got to get this out.
Fencer's
and
able to clear.
And the period's
And
over.
they call the period over.
So
Period's over, but that's good for
second
SAR.
period. Let's see if we could get Noah Falkenstein in for a quick interview.
And after that, of course, we're going to be saying goodbye to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me for this one.
Jalu or Eve. Just get Eve.
It's great to have you in this
Yeah,
this
Joey.
broadcast.
Joey, you know, I don't want to get all sentimental, but I think we've done this game 3 years in a row. And you're a senior, and I'm very sad that this is our last one. And it's been an honor. 3 years in a row, the SAR Frisch doubleheader. I was lucky enough to cover it with you, and I hope you do the SAR Frisch game from Israel next year. I really do, man.
That would be amazing
That would be,
to see.
that'd be
It
quite
would
a
be
feat of
amazing.
modern technology. See if we're
I know we're
grabbing
getting
the
in.
interview.
We're getting in Howie Falkenstein, coach of the SAR varsity hockey team. So, coach,
How you doing?
it's a 1-1 game. Thank you so much for coming into the booth. What do you think SAR has done better than Frisch so far in this game?
It's been a pretty even game. A lot of penalties. SAR probably should have scored on that 4-on-2. If they don't win tonight, that's probably where you're going to look back on where they big opportunity to take hold of this game. But it's a 1-1 game going into the third. Should be a fun one.
And if you had to say one thing SAR needs to improve on for this third period, what would that be?
Clears out of their defensive zone. They need to not turn the puck over because Frisch is dangerous, has a few good shooters that could capitalize on turnovers. So get the pucks in deep offensive zone and throw it at net, and hopefully you bang one in.
And obviously looking ahead to the varsity game, what are you looking for from this thing in that one?
A continuation of our effort against the top teams to continue battling and give them a good game and see what happens at the end of the night.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Legendary Coach Falkenstein in the booth.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. It's been a pleasure being with you guys. Have a phenomenal night.
So welcome back. Third period about to begin. It's SAR and Frisch, and I'm joined in the booth by a very special guest. Got Jonah Hart-Steen of Scarsdale, New York.
Thank you.
He's here to, I guess, give us a little bit of color after Kobe and Alex had to leave to prepare for their all-important game against the Frisch Cougars later on. That will also be on the live stream. So this face-off here was won, and looks like it's coming down to the SAR zone.
This is my first time ever broadcasting any type of game. I'm so excited.
Very excited for the debut as Frisch wins it but couldn't tee it up, and Fenster's able to get it out. Looks to beat Borenstein to it. Borenstein hits it behind his own net. Fenster all over him. And Einhorn does clear. Pass to the middle. Open, and what a save. Frisch right back at it here, and Block able to clear as it comes deep into the SAR zone. And Weinberger got hit. His helmet does not look secure, and Ghazal is able to hold.
You know, I remember Weinberger, he went to Westchester Day School with us, right? And
Yeah.
I remember he was one of the key players to the Wildcats, the Wild.
Unfortunately, switching to basketball in 8th grade was a death blow to the Westchester Wild season, both in basketball and in hockey. Unfortunately, they did not pull it out in basketball either. So an unfortunate ending to quite a career at Westchester. As Frisch looks to break in, that one is broken up by Maroom, who shoots it down wide. Fenster hustling in. And it looks like Will Trump, also of Scarsdale, clears. He had the goal for Frisch on a nice backhander. And Frisch sets up behind the net. Will Trump, he's controlling. Trump to the corner, guarded by Block, and that pass squeezed through, but no one could get a stick on it as Fenster looks to kick it out, and it's kept in by Frisch. Bromberg could not get the pass through, and it's kept in. Will Trump again, knocked to the corner. Block looks to block it.
Frisch is looking like they really want to win this game.
As that one is high and wide and all around, and Kahn looks to make a move. Kahn with a nice behind-the-back pass, but Frisch intercepts, and Block is able to keep it in for the moment. And Fenster with a long shot. Nice save by Fishkin with a screen in front set by Kahn.
It looks like both goalies are keeping their team in this game. None of them wants to back away.
Of course, as Alex and Kobe mentioned before, that Kahn-Fenster line, which was broken up a little in the first, ended up becoming a key player in the second. And they look to continue that dominance here into the third. Face-off is won by Frisch, but Blum takes it away. He's in the corner now. He's getting worked on by Frisch captain Bromberg. And Froman steps in and takes the ball. Froman working the other side now. Backhander just missed as Waxman pinches in to keep it in. And a penalty is being called. It looks like it's on Bromberg. Looks like a high stick. And if that is the case, it looks like SAR will be a minute 30 on the power play with 10:02 left in the third.
Yeah, I mean, this is the third period. If SR wants to win this game, this would be a great opportunity to capitalize on this power play.
So that will be the case. It will be an SAR power play. It looks like they're setting up Fenster, Kahn, Bloom, and Maroom. So it looks like 3 guys who regularly play offense are looking to score the leading goal. Fenster on the draw. And he does win it. A shot. Nice save with a little bit of a lucky save there for Fishkin, as his 5-hole was open, but he got the blocker down. So another face-off. Clock only had 2 seconds elapsing on that one. So another face-off. 1:28 left in the power play. That one is won by Frisch and cleared all the way down. Maroom will chase. SAR looks to set it up. Maroom loses it in front, and oh boy, Will Trump had a perfect opportunity on the short-handed penalty kill, but he could not convert, and now SAR moves in. Maroom looking to redeem himself for that horrible mistake as he looks to get it to the point, and no one is there. So it's shot down. Trump almost steals it again, and Maroom clears on the backhand. SAR really trying to set up a power play here. Frisch is being very stingy with an aggressive penalty kill. Now they have it in the corner. Fenster with a backhand across, and Maroom looks to take it. Back across to Fenster. He did not get a stick on it, and he's in the corner now. Fenster looking up to the point. Maroom. Wrist shot.
That was a good shot and a good save.
Fishkin got the save through a screen. Not sure how he saw that one, but obviously he did. So the faceoff will go to his right. And SAR has had the same group of players for this entire power play as 41 seconds remain. Froman on the draw here, so he's come on as Fenster looks to chase in the corner after the deflected shot. Froman holds, backhander, ooh, it looked like it hit someone's foot and came down to Fishkin on net.
You got to give credit to Frisch right now. I mean, they're on the road right now, and they're killing this penalty kill beautifully.
Looks like we have a problem. The scoreboard has shut off. Someone must have hit a button there that they did not mean to. And looks like they're going to have to converse about the time. There we go. Scoreboard has been restored, but not to the other scoreboard, and there it is, because they needed that one for the penalty, of course, the penalty clock, which is only on the one in the corner and not on the one behind the benches. So Froman will take the draw, and it looks like Borenstein for Frisch. Sam Weinberg on. Aiden Einhorn. So good line for Frisch for the penalty kill. All three players have been significant for this game all night. Looks like the ref admonishing Frisch a little there for a little bit of too much chatter. And SAR with a shot. They score!
Wow! What a goal!
SAR gets it in through the 5-hole. That one was Khan on a nice shot, beating Fishkin low right off the faceoff. SAR takes a 2-1 lead.
Here's the instant replay for you guys. Wow.
Looks like Fishkin just misplayed it and did not get in the butterfly quick enough. So a big power play goal for SAR with 8:59 to go. Now the question becomes, can they hold this lead? Jonah, from what you've seen so far in this third period, what do you think?
I mean, SAR is playing beautifully right now. Their goalie's playing well. I think if they continue to do what they're doing, I think they could definitely seal this win.
As that one was touched with a high stick, I believe. So face-off, Waxman will take to Ghazal's left as he becomes a key player now with SAR up 1 in the third. Khan breaks in. He had Fenster wide open, didn't see him until it was too late. He holds, looking to waste a little bit of time here. Fenster out in front.
Wow.
Got 2 chances. One of them was a save, and the rebound went wide. So Waxman will hustle back, and it's taken by Frisch. Borenstein with a shot. Bromberg wide open in front.
Wow.
And what a save by Ghazal, and another save. That one was going through Ghazal. It went all along the back of his pad and rolled wide. Here's the replay.
Wow.
As you can see, it rolled behind him, and then on the rebound, he managed to corral it. So Ghazal with a couple of highlight reel saves so far in this one. Of course, we had his great blocker save, great pad save, and then that one. Not sure which piece of equipment we're gonna call that save, but man, he's putting on a show.
Yeah. I mean, that's our defense. I feel like they can't let that pass go in the middle like that.
Face off Bromberg and Tuckman, and it's kept in by Frisch. It's in the feet of Block, and he could not get it out. Weinberger with a shot, and that one was a great save. Rebound in front. So a little bit of a scramble here, and Frisch recovers. Bernstein put it in front, came into the corner. Froman could not get it out, so now Weinberger puts it behind to Bromberg, and it's back in front, and SAR does clear. Bloom touches, but it looked like maybe hit misdirection or a high stick. So it'll go into the SAR zone. A little bit of a mad scramble there for a couple of seconds. Obviously Frisch trying to create a bit of disturbance in front of the SAR net, looking to tie it up.
Yeah.
Froman on the draw. And that one squeaks out Will Trump trying to get it out, and it's cleared by Frisch. Block back behind his net. He gets double teamed by Einhorn and Trump. Einhorn takes it. Einhorn working on him. Wraparound is blocked away. So Froman misses it and then eventually does get it out. Fishkin with the save.
Now the Waxman Tuckman line is coming back on.
We got Mel taking this face off. I haven't seen too much of him and Lerman in this one, but of course in the first we noticed his interesting headgear.
It's kind of nice to see a Waxman and a Tuckman on JV as well as varsity.
Of course, if you stick around with us, we'll be bringing you all the action from the varsity game against Frisch. As soon as this one is over, we'll be transitioning to that one as the ball went out, and the faceoff will be down near the Frisch zone. Of course, SAR looking to keep it down there as much as they can, try to seal this victory. On the draw, Frisch can't get it out. Tuckman tries to tee up a shot and it's blocked. He gets it back, another shot just wide. Behind the net now. Looks like Golden backhander, and Tuckman blocked it for a second, but it squirts out. Waxman got it out, and Tuckman looks to pinch. It comes in front of backhander, soft, and Fishkin easy for him.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Waxman on the floor now, but look out for Eitan Waxman in that second game.
Yeah.
He's known to be quite a force
The question
for that SAR
The
sting.
question is, who's the better Waxman?
As Fenster controls behind the net, he goes around, passed behind the net to Kahn. Back to Fenster, a shot. Ooh, just blocked wide. Block pinches, but it's cleared. Shot around, and Fenster does get it out. Kahn is the first man to it. Golden is on him. He tried to pass it back to Fenster, and Fenster does take it in the corner. He lost it, though, and a nice pass up, and a shot just goes wide for Rothenberg. Ooh, the ref just had to get out of the way of that hard shot as the clear attempt. Fenster has it now along the boards. Fenster controlling, no one at the point for him, so he puts it through. Kahn has it at the key. He shoots, and that one is knocked
another
down.
nice save.
Fishkin, that one was bouncing on him, and he got the glove on it. So 6 minutes left, halfway point, or almost the halfway point of the third period. SAR has played a good period to this point. One mad scramble there, looked a little dangerous, but other than that, they've seemed to become a much more solid-looking team than they did in that first period.
It looks like we're in for a good finish.
And a diving play, and he knocked it away with the glove. That was Maroom, and Kahn breaks out. Kahn dumps it into the corner, puts it around the net. Sam Weinberger cannot clear, went off Maroom, and hit someone on the bench. So it looks like we'll have to see where they spot this one. Looks like the face-off will be in the Frisch zone.
And it looks
And
like the goalies are going to switch sides right now.
as is Yeshiva League rules, because some rinks, of course, provide advantages and disadvantages depending on the side. So they switch the halfway point of the third to ensure half and half at each section. And it looks like it's going to be Sam Weinberger on the draw. It's going to be a little easier to see the Frisch names now, a little harder to see the SAR names as they are going the other way.
I think as good broadcast, I think we can handle that.
And it looks like Bromberg gets it out on goal and cover. Because all really playing a great game. We weren't exactly sure what we were going to get out of him today, but he's provided everything one could ask for in a netminder and more.
Yeah.
So, face-off now in the SAR zone. Won by SAR and into the corner. That one is cleared. So Bromberg will come back with it. He looks to circle, and a fired, but it's sort of half-blocked, and Gazal sprawls out to make that one.
Look at Fishkin's helmet. Like, he probably got it customized, and it's looking fresh. Definitely got the broadcaster's attention on that one.
Yeah, it looks like very fancy. He's got the number 50. He is number 50. And a whistle. Well, do it again. One back by SAR, but Frisch double teams. And a shot is blocked in front. Weinberger with a shot, and I think it hit maybe the bar and went up into the netting, so another face-off. Einhorn on the draw for Frisch. That one is won by Frisch, and a shot is partially blocked, and Frisch looks to clear. As we welcome back after a little bit of a changing time for Alex Levy for preparation for his game. Alex, you've missed a really good third period, I gotta say.
Yeah, so
You missed one amazing save by Ghazal, and
so it's a pleasure to be back with you guys. SAR regaining the lead, protecting the Hive, and 5:13 left. Goalie switch sides. This is panic mode for Frisch.
Alex, any nice locker room chatter that any strategies you want to divulge before your game against the Frisch varsity team?
So we were playing some tunes. Mo Bomb is a popular song of our generation, and we were listening to it, and we knew tonight's gonna be a good night. We're gonna give this Cougar team a nice fight as SAR gets it out of their zone, and Blum goes down.
So
Sam
that's
Froman.
Froman working, and he looks like he has it there, and he does take it out. Almost got it. Tried to
And it's
center
in
it.
front, and it's cleared out.
Tuckman working on Morgenstern in the corner. Morgenstern controls, puts it through, and a shot. Looks like it hit maybe the post and a.
Oh,
boy.
Gonzo with the save. Let's get a replay of that beauty.
Ghazal working hard to save this one for SAR. And it
this-
was a shot, and Trump.
This
Oh
kid
my
deserves a
goodness.
standing O.
He looked like
Standing O
Henrik
out
Lundqvist
here.
out
Will
there.
Trump.
Come on.
How did he not put that one under the arm? And Frisch, they've come so close in this period, but Ghazal is shutting the door.
This Ghazal kid, he came in, he was a raw goaltender, and he's really playing lights out tonight. He got beat by a very nice shot. Other than that, stellar performance.
As SAR does clear, Khan looking to break in. Khan controlling, trying to waste some time. A shot goes wide right.
That's a gorgeous move by Khan. It looks like a little maneuver, but it's a lot more than that. He's creating shots for himself, and that's a very hard thing to do. It's such a small space.
Puck was taken away from Trump, but it stays in, and now it's out. Khan back with it along the right side wall. Put it in.
Oh, it's off the post!
The post fence
Oh my
deflected.
God.
A great pass, and somehow it stayed out. And that one is shot just wide. Khan cancels out a player, and that one is a nice pad
Great
save.
shot by goal scorer of the only Frisch goal, Trump.
Bornstein put it around wide. SAR controls.
And
Looks like Glassman lost it there, and it goes into the corner. Morgenstern shoots from a bad angle. It's in front, and it gets out.
SAR gets the clear.
3:40 left. This should be a great finish as it's kept in there. Looks like block, and it's shot down just wide. Bromberg first man to it, behind the net. It comes out in the middle, but it's cleared. SAR looks for a quick line change. Two guys go right off. They're letting him shoot here. A shot.
And a great block.
What a block. Fenster.
And another
a
great
shot
block
is
by
blocked.
Bobo.
So Fenster now on with Lerman. Fenster looks to create an opportunity along the side. Puts it around.
Oh.
Hard hit on Lerman right in front of us. Fenster has it behind. Puts it in front. Comes out to the point. A wrister gets knocked into the corner as Golden looks to clear. Not hard enough though. Lerman takes possession. This has been a long shift for some of these Frisch guys. They got to be tired as Fenster goes behind the net. Fenster looking.
And Yeshiva League legend David Kolb enters the building. Father of star goaltender Henry Kolb.
Fenster in the corner. He's still holding. He's wasting.
There's
he's wasting
doubling him.
A nice 20 seconds already on this shift.
Oh!
In the front end. Oh,
Lerman was not ready
just
for that one.
in the spot beforehand as Bromberg tries to get a shot, but it's blocked and cleared. No.
That was a long.
Borenstein
that
and a
was
nice
long
save
time
by
in the
Ghazal.
first zone.
Ghazal.
Another save for Ghazal. He's faced a lot of shots in this one, and he looks exhausted.
You know, I've seen goalie performances that were for the ages before, but this performance by Ghazal is definitely going to be in the record books for SAR. You know, I don't think a single boys SAR team from hockey or basketball has beaten Frisch yet this year. Mr. Hartstein, can you please fact check that? As
I just fact checked that, and that is correct.
love to hear it. So,
And
this
looks like they're fixing Ghazal's pads. He deserves a little bit of help here, even after the play, after such a performance.
you know, that could very well be just a way to get a longer timeout, but you know,
We're not going to make any assumptions about the hometown
Yeah.
sting here.
yeah, everything SAR does is legal and clean, and we play a perfectly kosher game. So, 2:25 left. Mr. Hartstein, what would you like to see here?
I just hope this thing could protect the Hive and come out with a win.
All right, and for viewers at home, I don't think you've been experienced to us yet, but we're just three boys from Scarsdale. Keep that in mind. All three kids who grew up together. Scarsdale, New York, the place to be. We saw a goal scorer in this game.
Morgenstern is in
We've
the
got our
crowd.
shul rabbi, Scarsdale, really taking over the Hive. And it's just awesome to see these big towns like Teaneck and the Five Towns getting taken over by Scarsdale.
Also, Ethan Green's right here.
Ethan
behind me.
Green, Scarsdale.
Finally, after all that, the face-off to the left of Ghazal as it is won by Frisch and put in front through the legs, and he
Ooh.
gets cover as an
Yeah.
SAR player, not sure who, went sprawling into the net to try to keep it out, but luckily,
That one looked like it was about to squeak through, but
luckily Ghazal was able to cover it. It looked like Blum went flying over.
you can never think that squeaking through Ghazal the way he's playing tonight.
So that face-off is won and shot down in front, cleared and covered. Nice shot by Bromberg there as Ghazal got the clear. So even though we had that short time when Bromberg got a little banged up, he's been a force for Frisch today, been one of their best players. Face-off at the top of the Frisch zone, and it is one deep by SAR and cleared away from the net by Hilbert. Bromberg looks to break in. It's deflected. He knocks it down with his stick, and it stays in. Einhorn looked to shoot, and it's in front, and it's cleared onto the side.
Einhorn pats it down low.
Frisch looking to create something with 1:56 left. Pass in front, no one home.
They have
and
three
it's
guys.
cleared down.
They have three guys down
Froman
low on offense.
working
there.
behind the net, looks to kill some time here as Frisch needs to get two guys on him. A shot
Ooh.
goes over.
That was a good shot by Froman.
Looking to maybe create something with a bad angle shot. As Froman blocks that one, a big block, he'll waste another 6 seconds at least with that one as it's cleared. And Frisch manages to block that clearing attempt by Maroom, and it's shot down, and you can't cover
Fishkin
that
lets
one.
it go. I thought he was going to hold that one, try to get Frisch's top unit on, but he doesn't, and that one he's got under him.
So with 1:20 left, certainly a thrilling finish to come as
So in ice hockey nowadays, teams generally pull their goalie 2 minutes left, 2:30 left. What do you think's going to happen here with Fishkin?
well, obviously the SAR rink, it's a little bit tougher.
I agree. I think as we see a Frisch timeout, Fishkin is going to come out with about 40 seconds left if they get possession down low.
Think so?
I truly do believe so, Mr. Hartstein. Telling you from the bottom of my heart, I have no stronger feelings towards anything else. As Frisch's coach talking it over. And we're going to see Borenstein and Bromberg for sure. I think Weinberger might have been one of the better players on the night.
Weinberger a little under the radar coming in, but he's been a good player for Frisch
He was not
today.
high on my scouting board. I did not know much about him. I didn't even know he was on the team, to be honest.
Might be one of
But
those rare cases where I had a leg up on you in the scouting department.
I've seen him thrive tonight, and Trump as well has looked phenomenal. You can see by his shot he's a sniper, and he's
It's that Westchester group of kids.
Yeah, and then for the goalie, maybe we'll see first liner Einhorn or get a bigger guy to go in front of the net. So you put Morgenstern out. I would suspect one of those guys. And
So we have Will Trump and Sam Weinberger, Bromberg.
and Bobo. SAR, Fenster, very important for him to win this face-off forward. He's got to get it to this corner, kill as much clock as he can. If he doesn't, Frisch is going to get some good opportunities.
So, Alex, as you predicted, even after you left, this Fenster line continued to control play in the Frisch zone while they were on.
I've had the pleasure of playing with both of those guys last year. They're both phenomenal players. They can handle the pressure. I trust them completely in this situation.
As it's won by Frisch, and a shot hits the top. Yeah, and a whistle there as it did change direction and almost gave Frisch a
That
golden
was an
opportunity.
awesome shot block. And bringing you back to 2 years ago, a game I actually referenced earlier. With a minute 30, the Sting were up 1 goal, and Frisch captain Aryeh Bloom crossed the line and took a shot to tie the game. So hopefully we're not in for a similar situation, but you never know.
Hopefully R.A. Bloom won't be doing that tonight.
No, sir. Face off deep. Marome on it with Bromberg. Marome's got to tie him up. Bromberg's going to try to
And
go
does
forward.
tie him up, and it gets out. Expertly predicted there. And
Thank
Fenster
you.
looks to kill time, but Frisch, and it gets kept in at the point. Khan looking to break in, but it's cleared down. Now Marome's got to get it out here for SAR, and he does, as it goes all the way to the corner.
And SAR is leaving their second forward higher in the zone.
So a
As-
backhander as
and
Fenster
Fenster
gets it,
gets
he
it.
shoots.
Oh!
Fishkin saves there. Frisch's game there with a nice save.
Great.
Not sure what happened there, as just kind of
Borenstein with
lost it, and Fenster had a wide open
he
net.
thought
Not
his teammate was a little closer than he was. Fenster read the play very well, was able to pick it off as he's going to kill it to the corner, wins that face-off perfectly.
Got 3 Frisch players in on Fenster, and Fenster somehow maintains control. Now Frisch gets it out. And Khan with a great play to keep it in, and he lofts it up
He
and
chips
over.
it over. That was another careless mistake because that face-off's not going to be deep because it was straight off Khan. And we're going to see it towards the neutral zone by SAR to the right of Gazal.
Gazal looking to finish out what has certainly been an astounding performance as Frisch keeps it in.
32 and a half
Will
left.
Trump loses it.
Fenster
Fenster's in.
breakaway.
Fenster looks to make a move.
Woo, and he
tumbles
oh!
over Fishkin as Frisch breaks it out.
And Khan blocks that shot.
Another block for SAR. Fenster looking to break. Frisch keeps it in.
15 seconds.
And it's
Behind
behind
the net.
Gazal.
Little less than getting to 10 seconds now. It's still behind the net. Frisch needs to get it out in front if they want a chance. As it's
And
cleared
it clears
by SAR.
out. 5,
That should
4, 3, 2, 1. Sting for the dog.
The Sting crowd on their feet.
What a game.
Dunkin'
As-
Donuts for all students tomorrow after davening. I'm going to go play in my game. Joey, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Alex, and good luck for you.
Thank you for watching. It's been an honor being with
And
you.
don't forget, coming up after this one, pretty shortly, we have a great matchup of the varsity Sting and the varsity Cougars coming up.
Yeah. Hopefully
we'll
it can be just as good as this. Maybe even better.
Certainly very exciting game as the teams shake hands and the varsity teams prepare for their matchup. Big win for the Sting. They pick up a couple of points, maintain their position at second place in the division behind an undefeated Kushner team who is certainly looking to be very difficult to beat in that playoff.
Yeah, hopefully SAR can bring another championship back to Riverdale.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget we have varsity coming up very shortly, and we hope to see you there.